it doesn't have brakes on it.
That warns you if your throttle's up.
Okay.
In case you plug it in. With the throttle up, it's not gonna, you're not gonna get your hands in the prop. It'll give you that warning. But we've got, that on the Yak 54, if we want to change the airplane, which I can put 20 on this, we'll turn it off, we'll hold the scroll button down, turn it on, and then it says model select.
Okay.
Click on model select, and then we get which airplane we want it on, like the MiG-29. We click the scroll, and then go back to main screen.
So what are the differences? Why do you need separate settings for each aircraft?
Right, because you don't want to accidentally fly one airplane.
Oh, so the receivers, in other words, it's different frequencies too, not just the controls are the same, it's the frequencies that are different?
This is a 2.4 gigahertz radio, which it's not like the old FM radios where you're assigned a certain channel.
Right.
And if you had showed up at the field and you had a radio that was channel 54 with the certain megahertz on it, then you if somebody else had the same one, then you couldn't fly simultaneously. But with this, nothing interferes with it, no other radio. I mean, he can turn his radio on and it won't affect mine at all. We can fly together. And this will hold up to 20 airplanes on this particular one. And you've got a bind plug that you put in the receiver, and you turn your power on the receiver, turn this on and hold this button down.
And it syncs.
And it programs that radio. It learns the codes and all the controls and everything's stored in this transmitter for that particular airplane, and they'll read each other out. The transmitter will read the receiver, and the receiver will read the transmitter, and then it'll beep, and then they'll be bound together, and this won't fly only that one airplane when you've got it on that particular one. In order to fly another airplane, you have to change and put it on to a different, to whatever you're flying. On your flaps.
Oh, okay. And what if you had landing gear?
I don't have flaps, but if you got landing gear, then you've got a switch right here is the landing gear. And if you're flying helicopter, this switch here controls the rev up mode on your motor to spin the motor faster to do inverted flight and 3D flight with the helicopter. So
what does 3D flight mean? What does 3D flight mean?
You saw how I stand the airplane on its tail and just hover it. That and where you kind of kick it to the side and sort of move it sideways in flight. It don't fly like a normal airplane. It's just like hanging it on the prop, you know, and you use the controls, the throttle, and the controls to keep it straight up and down to keep it vertical in that 3D mode.
Okay. When you first started?
When we first started flying radio control, they had the old receivers and transmitters had tubes in them.
Wow.
Like the old radios used to have. So it was really touch and go on the old radio systems because of all the interference you'd have, the tubes would jar loose, and, you know, it's just a headache to fly back.
It's a pretty big unit too then, right? With tubes in it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good size, yeah, more than what they are now. Today the receivers are no wider than that and no longer than that. They're just real small and no interference. Vibration doesn't affect them like it used to in the old ones. So.